Hey everyone, and welcome to my podcast. Today I wanted to share with you some exciting things that I've been up to, and I wanted to introduce you to my bullet journal. I've been working on this for a little while now, and I wanted to have a little bit of content in it to show you and make sure that I continue to work on it. So I thought it'd be a perfect time to share this with you. So let's get started. So I first wanted to introduce a few of the pens that I'm using. If you've ever watched a bullet journaling video, everyone's going to recommend this Tombow dual head brush pen. One side is a big brush like that, and the other side is more of a fine tip brush pen, and they are really nice for brush lettering, calligraphy, doodling, and obviously bullet journaling. So they have these at your local craft store, I'm sure, and they have all these different colors. It's like a buy one as you go, so I just chose a few colors that I thought I would be using. I definitely want to get more, but you can also buy them in packs. And then I have these that are, I use this black one for my outlines, and these are more for smaller handwriting. I do have a pencil to sketch some stuff out before I put it to pen. And then the last one that I use is, I have been working on my fancy lettering, and so I've been using this pen, and that is a soft brush pen as well. So this is the journal that I got. I originally had gotten a different one, but the advice that I had gotten was to get a completely blank journal, not to have lines, dots, anything, and that was going to be what we were supposed to get. Well, I did get that, and I hated it because I couldn't draw straight lines, and then it took a really long time to make everything. So I ended up getting this one, which I am very happy with. I put these letters on here with these little sheets of letters, stickers, and I put that. So when you first open it up, this was my very first brush lettering attempt, so it's not very nice. But then you can see that I have my index here. You are going to number your pages in the bottom corners, and then this makes it easy so you can find things. I don't really use it. I started to, it was recommended, but I ended up not really, it's just not my thing, which is the nice thing about bullet journaling, is that you can plan, keep track of, do anything that your creative mind wants. And if something's not working for you, cut it out. You don't have to keep it in there. And then I left these blank so that if I was using the index, and it would extend further. Then I decided to start it off with a nice little quote: "Every positive thought propels you in the right direction." And then these are all arrows going in the direction, you get it? And then of course I have my yearly spread, And these are basically the months in little miniature form, all for 2018. This is for like a quick reference. Then this is going to be my big moments. So far, the only big moment I have is that I launched my blog on the 11th. I've really been working on it, so a few things are coming up soon, and I'm super excited for it. So I will be adding on to this soon because I have a lot of big goals this year. And then I have my social media tracker because along with my blog and business, I am trying to build that up so I can, build up my audience. And so far, I have like one person here. I started a completely new Twitter. My Instagram's popping, and then my Facebook is slowly getting there. So I'm going to be making it. And then up here, you'll see that I have milestones. It's the date and the stat. So basically, when I get to 100, or if I feel like, whoa, I have 100 people subscribed to my newsletter, like that's a big deal to me. So I'll put that down. This is a reference guide for pictures uploading to social media. These are the pixels in the size that they need to be, along with what time is the best time to post on social media. For instance, for Facebook, this is the size of the profile picture, the cover, the shared photo, and posting on the weekends between 12 and 1 is the best time to post for Facebook. Then, this is my daily productivity tracker that I keep messing up on. Basically how this works is it's from 12 a.m. to 11 p.m. and these are the days of the month. There's only 23 because you have to do something 23 times for it to be a habit, and I was trying to fill this all out before I showed this page to you. But then up top I have the legend, and I have it all on this empty page because if I wanted to add stuff, I was kind of keeping track of it, but then I kept getting off, and so I want to come up with a better way to track my productivity, because you can see where a lot of your time is going, and it's just really nice. So this was my very first week. School happened to start this week, and so that's going to be pretty much the main focus of my weeks right now. But what I did is I wrote down all my classes, and they're color coordinated, and then every single assignment that's going to be due this week. And then I wrote them all down, and then I plugged them into the days in which I thought I could possibly get them done. And then I also wrote here if I was opening or closing for work. If I'm opening, I have more time to do homework after I get off, because I get off at 6, but if I close, I get off at 9, so I don't have time to do a lot of homework on those days. I also have a little looking ahead. I do find that I jot down random notes everywhere, so having a kind of empty space is always something that needs to be on my weekly planner. Then I have this blog ideas, and these are little sticky notes, that you can take off, and basically when I have an idea for a blog post or anything, I will jot it down, and then when I'm filling out my content strategy calendar, which I will show you guys soon, but that's not ready yet, I will look what I have and I'll be like, oh, okay, this one will fit good on this date, and I'll put them on this big calendar that I have. So that's how I'm doing that. Then I have a couple things that I jot down. I'm constantly, making notes everywhere, so it's never in any kind of order. These are my requirements for school. With 4 different classes, sometimes you have, for instance, a discussion board for every single class, but each teacher has different requirements. One of them requires that you have 2 citations in the blog post, or one teacher requires that it be at least 300 words. And so I think it's helpful to keep track of the specifications of each class. And then these are doodles, not doodles, but random notes that I've written down. These are my color hex codes. I'm always trying to reference those. So, and then you have my first month spread, and this is February. And I completely messed this up because I'm like, oh, it's February, so I made that. But if you look back onto my week, the week wasn't even over yet, so I made that. And then I have a title page, and I thought this month should be all about loving yourself. And then I had this week, and the reason why these are like that is because I started writing it and then I messed up, and then I fixed it, and then I messed up again and forgot to put the 31st, so I'm like, you know what, I can't fix this anymore. I'm just going to have to cover it up. So that's why those are like that. But these were my assignments. These were my assignments plugged in, which I didn't do a very good job at doing that. And then these are all little personal notes. Then we had this. I tried this weekly spread of school and of personal, and so I have my assignments here that I plugged in, and then I was going to plug in my personal things, but I guess I just don't have any personal things except cleaning the carpet and giving my dogs a bath. Okay. Oh, I started this habit tracker. It didn't go well. And these are I've been practicing my lettering, so these were just practice pages. And then this is this week, weekly log. The week that it is bracketed here. And these are my school assignments. And I thought that since I was doing a bad job at transferring to the week, I would just write the day and then write down the things that I need to do that day or during that day, and then once Monday's over, I'll write Tuesday, and then throughout the day, when I realize that, oh, I have time to do something over here, I'll plug it in so that I'll eventually get everything done. But it was going to be less. But this Monday's over and I didn't write anything. So, and then these are my tasks for the week. This is my personal, and I need to file my taxes. So, oh, I also made these little social media things because I'm going to put a little box indicating how many times I posted in each social media this week. Then I tried this new thing. This is a printout, and I was seeing a lot of those, so I just printed one out, and I wanted to keep track of my movies and TV shows, but I haven't finished this layout yet. And I love watching movies and I love my TV shows, so I just figured we'll make a list of the things that I've watched. And then I saw a lot of this, and I just made this tonight on this day, and I was super excited because this is a mood tracker, and it says year in pixels, and each day of the year, so you have J for January, and then so January 1st, and there's two because one's for in the morning and one's for at night. I obviously didn't start this until today, so today is February the 13th, and this morning I woke up and I was very tired, which is most likely going to be my morning box. And then tonight I am feeling content. I'm not super excited and happy, but I'm also definitely not sad. I'm just kind of been, making this and watching TV, so it's been pretty nice. I also wanted to mention that I added this seam along the page. That's because this is going to be a daily page that I go to. I wanted it to be easy to find, so when my books close, it's easy to find where this tab is. But I'm also decided I'm going to put them on the month overview page. So if you see, the month overview page also has this seam, so those pages are going to stand out and be easy to find consistently. So that is all I have so far. I've definitely been enjoying this new bullet journaling. Oh, I wanted to show you a few other things, is that I do have a few fun things that I use in here. One of these is a book full of stickers. This one is labels, which I haven't used any of them yet, but they're really pretty, so I want to. And this, which is so cute. And then you saw this page in there. I had a couple of these little guys in there, and I just think this is really nice and convenient. So you don't always have to write everything out, And you're going to find others whose pages look way more pretty and just so creative and amazing. But you can't compare yours to theirs, because ultimately what we want from this bullet journal is functionality. And whatever that means to you is how you're going to use it, because it's completely customizable. I am always taking down notes, so I wanted something that's going to be a one-stop shop for all my notes and my school assignments. And then I also wanted it to be a little creativity for myself, because I heard someone say that they use it as an escape, basically, and they just kind of zen and fill out their weekly spread each week. So my new habit that I've been developing is that each Monday I sit down and I make a new spread, for the week, and I will be posting that spread. My weeks start on Mondays because my school week starts on Mondays, so it makes more sense for me to know that I'm going to be given all my assignments on this day. I have all these days to do it, and when I sit down to make a new week, everything will have been due and turned in by the time I'm on this next Monday. So that way I make sure that I always have time to do it and nothing's being due, and then I don't have time to make my weekly spread. So that is it for today. Thank you for listening, and I would love to see some of your designs, some of your spreads that you found useful. I love trying new things. I'm still developing my little style. So if you like this video, please like and subscribe and share, and find me on all the other social media sites. I would love to see your designs and find out what's working for you.